Well, some people for example, $50. Okay, fine. I'll pay the $50.
No, I mean, pay $50.
Again, back to that article, they were like $50. What's $50? Because some people are just like $50. It's not going to break you.
But for this person who was a college student,
right? It's the whole idea that this is okay. Yeah. It's not. We need to get people who are on the other side, because some people think that that's just not a big deal. Hey everyone, welcome back to We Time Convo. I'm Debbie.
And I'm Liza. Today we're tackling a hot wedding debate. Should guests ever have to pay to attend your big day?
It definitely stirs opinions. Some say weddings are expensive and it's just practical to ask for help. Others think it completely goes against the spirit of hosting and celebrating with loved ones.
We will break down the pros, cons, and the etiquette side of it all. And of course, share some stories and laughs along the way. Hey guys, this is the last episode of season 2. We will not be taking a break this time, so we are jumping right into season 3.
Well, Liza, summer is coming to a close and the height of wedding season is over. So wedding season typically comes in that June, July timeframe.
Because of the weather?
Yes, yeah. I think so. Traditionally, yeah. Right? So it's over. And one of the things that has been somewhat of a trend, have you heard, and I kind of mentioned it to you, was that there is this growing buzz around couples charging guests to attend weddings.
That is so wild to me. Like, why?
It's not mainstream.
Okay.
But it is severely a high profile. There's some high profile examples that when I took a look of people charging anywhere from $500 to $2,000 per guest to attend their wedding.
First of all, I want to know if these people are famous or if they have is Taylor Swift performing at their wedding, for instance. So what's going on at their wedding that they're charging people
for that much?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So there's a couple of examples where they do kind of a flat entrance fee or tickets to their wedding. So some have done a $10 entrance fee for people to come into their wedding, which was being held in a canyon in Utah. So charging your guests $10.
See, that sounds and that's the entrance fee.
Yes.
That's not going towards their wedding at all.
Correct.
I can kind of see that where, I think I would be like, what the fuck? But then I can see that. That's more acceptable than, hey, I'm charging you a flat fee of $500 to attend my wedding.
Okay.
Right?
Well, if I was $10 and if you're inviting 200 people, I guess. I don't know.
Or I would lie. I would say, hey, we're taking, if you would like to donate $10 towards to beautify this lovely canyon.
Why not? Right?
Right on. I think there's a way to word it so where it makes sense that I would be like, oh, okay, I'll pay $10. It's a beautiful venue. It's going towards the park. It's not going towards my wedding.
Okay.
I see it as more accepting.
Okay.
So
it depends on how they're asking.
Yeah.
So here's another one where a UK couple charged $2,000 per guest after RSVPing and sending a payment link.
Is this fucking Phil Collins? Who is it?
I don't know. So you're saying that if it was a regular couple, this would be outrageous, but if it was a famous couple, it would be okay?
Yeah.
I would say if it's a famous couple, you have the money to be able to do this.
But I'm seeing it more of if I'm a famous person and I want somebody non-famous to attend my wedding, you can pay to attend my wedding. That's how I'm seeing it.
Oh, but that's the person that I would imagine you're asking somebody who is meaningful to you, and that's why you want them to come to your wedding. And why would you ask them to pay?
Exactly. Or I would pay if Taylor Swift was performing at this wedding.
So that's another one where in that bucket of paying. So there's another bucket. It's called ticketed weddings with added perks. So for example, charging, there's one couple that charged approximately a little over $300 per guest for a 12-hour wedding, which include events like city tour, charity contribution. And so to your point, maybe a little concert from somebody pseudo famous.
Yeah.
So in that case, you would say, okay, I can help with the budget.
I get that. I would totally do that because it's putting it towards a cause and then something that I'm going to enjoy. But I'm not going to fucking pay to watch you get married. Like that to me is a slap in the face. It's like, so you're inviting me.
Yes.
But I have to pay to watch you get married.
Yes.
And then give you a gift.
Well, what if they say no gift, just pay for my wedding?
That's still that. I don't know. I feel like that's still very like distasteful. Like it's, I don't know. Why would you do that? Then don't have a wedding if you're going to make people pay.
So here, I mean, one couple said, you know what, give me a $40 or $100 reception fee and you don't even need to give me a gift.
It just sounds so tacky.
Yeah, it just still doesn't sit with you. It sounds
so tacky. You're basically asking for people to pay for your wedding. You still
can't get over it.
Yes. It's just, I don't know. Like for me, I just wouldn't go to the wedding.
Okay.
Like you're not going to see people if you're going to charge people, you're not going to see people at your wedding.
That's just, we got to draw the line somewhere.
Exactly.
Okay. So how about if it wasn't a wedding? So let's say it's a pre-wedding event. So like, for example, we do bridal showers.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, our girlfriend Irene is going to get remarried.
Yeah.
And we want to throw her, like she's getting thrown a bridal shower.
Yeah.
And it's going to be at a winery. And Lana says, hey, we're going to throw this bridal shower for her at the winery. If we invite you guys, but you guys got to pay $300.
I think I've gone or been part of a bridal party where I'd have to do that. And that's completely fine because that's not the wedding.
So the wedding is where you draw the line.
Yeah. The wedding is where I draw the line. And to your point, you had a destination wedding, right?
Yes.
You had a destination wedding. I would be okay. Like if you have to pay your way to get there, everything else is covered. I would do that because I'm not going to expect.
Well, I don't roll like that. Yes.
Yeah. Somebody to completely
front
the bill.
Yes.
For a destination wedding. Cause
but I was very upfront with it.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing key here is you have to be very upfront with inviting your people.
Yeah.
So for example, we knew when we had our wedding, when we were planning it, that having it here the way we wanted it was going to be so expensive. And we knew that it started stressing me out because obviously between me, I had so many like family, friends and people and it's my first marriage. So I really felt like if I wanted to do it the way I wanted to do it, it was going to cost a lot of money and it was starting to stress me out. And it was actually stressing me more out because there's certain aspects to a wedding where you're like, I feel like I have to invite this person. Right.
Like Vanessa's debut, right?
Like I have to invite this person. Yeah. Right. So that was very stressful too. And so, we decided to do a destination wedding. And although there's certain people we would have loved to go, we knew that financially it was going to be difficult, but that's okay. I mean, we, again, we were very open about like, it's going to be a destination wedding. We're looking at hotels. This is where we're going to stay. And I gave them kind of other options because some people didn't stay at that hotel. They stayed at another resort. So I was just very open and transparent. Obviously, we did a lot of other activities that Peter and I covered for. And we just made it very clear that here's the additional activities that we're doing. We'll cover it. but then everything else, everybody was aware that they'd have to cover it themselves.
So you're very transparent.
Yes.
About it.
And it wasn't an expectation that, hey, you have to come, right? It was really like, if you can, great. If you can't, that's okay too.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to put a burden on people either. But here it sounds like that's not the case. So like, some of the things to consider now with U.S. weddings on average cost over $30,000. And I can tell you that's probably on the low end. If you really want to do a beautiful, like these, weddings that you see. There was one wedding that they were talking about, their budget was $200,000. Like, I can't even imagine that. And then it's a shift, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, everybody wants a beautiful wedding, but sometimes I think that people just go all out because they expect that that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. And I don't know. Like,
I guess everyone's different.
But I mean, I thoroughly am appreciative of the wedding that I have, but I think I would have been fine too if we got married at the courthouse. And not to say to diminish my wedding, because I thought it is exactly what I wanted, but it would have been beautiful either way. Yeah, I guess is my point.
I mean, the main point is the union, right?
Yes,
the unity of two people that love each other. That's the main focus. Well, but then also it's the thought of people wanting to celebrate that with you.
Yes. So what do you think about like this whole, like, some people are doing a GoFundMe. Like, we now have placed like traditional gift registries, alternatives to that, like a GoFundMe page or a honeymoon.
See, I don't mind that because you're not asking me to pay to attend the wedding. And I'm assuming it's optional, right? Mm-hmm. So if I want to contribute, I can contribute however much I can afford to contribute, but still attend your wedding.
So you're making a very clear distinction. So for example, if somebody was to say, hey, you know what, I'm getting married, but instead of giving me an actual like gift, you could give me a monetary gift. Yeah. And that would be okay for you.
That would be okay for me. Because you're not asking
that.
me, hey, if you want to attend my wedding, you have to pay me $2,000. Like, no, I'm going to give you $25 to your GoFundMe. Like, that will pay for something. That will apply towards something. And same thing, like if you can ask for monetary gifts or donation and apply that towards your wedding. Mm-hmm. It's just the fact that you are making people pay to attend your wedding.
That's just doesn't sit well with you.
It's just very tacky to me and very like, why are you even having a wedding?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people kind of probably, maybe they're framing it incorrectly. But it's an interesting concept. I think that people are starting to look at as a trend, because now when you see weddings, it's like so over the top. Howard's like, I mean, that's not normal. Yeah. Right? Like, these over the top weddings are not normal. And I don't know if you've seen some of them online, but it's like, it's so opulent. Like, it's
well, it makes you wonder, are you just doing this to just put on social media? And like, who is this really for? Right? Like, is it really for you, or is it really just to be showy and show everybody? Like I see some of it, like some people, their flower budget is like in the $50,000. And they die.
Yeah. Yes.
It's for one day, you know?
Yes. Like it's exorbitant.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's a trend, but I can kind of see the benefit of it though.
Well, so when you mentioned that to us about the whole having your guests pay for your wedding, I remember I read this thread, or I came across this posting on Reddit, and it's the Am I the Asshole subreddit. Let me look for it. Give me a second. I think it's in our We Time Convo. I have it right here. So this comes from Reddit, and it's in the Am I the Asshole subreddit thread. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to read this to you.
Okay, go.
I'm a 19-year-old student. I don't have a lot of debt, but I can't be throwing my money around like I'm rich. I have a cousin who's 26. Her wedding is on Sunday. We're not really close, but we do have an okay relationship. She made an announcement this week saying that she'll be charging $50 for every guest who's coming. She said that they can Venmo her the money so there won't be no problems, and everyone who paid will be added onto the quote unquote exclusive guest list, which basically means you won't have to wait in line while other guests pay.
That's so crazy to me.
Once I read this, I was shocked. I responded asking why, and she said she wanted to get the money she spent on her special day back. I told her I wouldn't be able to come because this was outrageous and that I wish her well on her special day. She contacted my aunt, and my aunt called me cheap and rude. My parents offered to pay for my entry, but I refused. Now everyone thinks I'm being ridiculous and cheap. Am I the asshole? Absolutely not.
I would say not.
So this is what somebody responded. Not the asshole. Who the fuck charges people to attend their wedding? Edit. It's the point if she's charging people money to come to her wedding. Now I'm just making an assumption. And on top of that, still having to buy a gift and such. I know in a lot of cultures, you give the couple straight cash in an envelope, but that's a gift. She is demanding people pay to come to her wedding. I feel like that's where it crosses the line to them just being asses.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe it's the traditional, but I mean, I don't know. I like I said, it's, I don't know.
It sounds ghetto.
I don't even think ghetto people would do that though.
Yeah. Right? They'll just have a backyard wedding.
Yeah, they'll just
like a cookout.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, where did somebody say this was okay? Like, yeah, that's a great idea.
Well,
like,
it comes down to if you can't have the wedding you can't afford, then don't have that wedding.
Yeah, because like I said, going back to ghetto, right? If you can't afford it, they would have just like, I'm getting married here and some beach is free, right? Or like the park's free, or my backyard is free.
Irene's backyard's free.
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's what I'm saying, right? And then you would just cater it, and it's like, so really it's your selfishness of this is how I want my wedding, and therefore in order for me to get it, I'm going to go charge people that I care about or love or whatever in order for me to get this.
Not only that, pay me in advance and I'll put you on an exclusive guest list.
Like what? But, like VIP treatment or something.
But even at that, like, you know, we're Filipino, we have big families.
Sure.
If I just said, hey, you know, like I really want everyone to enjoy me getting married because I've had such a hard time dating and I'm so sick of it. And now I found love and I want everybody to have this party with me. My family like would straight up be like, you know what do you need us to do? We'll each bring a dish and we'll have this party.
Correct.
Great. Lovely. Like everyone's pitching in. But for me to just be like, hey, like
can
I want a wedding.
$200?
Yeah. Can everybody pay $200 so like I can have this beautiful wedding? No, that's unacceptable. But I'd be more than happy if my cousin were to be like, I really want like this big party. And you know, I'd be like, girl, like, or guy or whatever, I got you. Like I'll make a tray of pancit or I'll, you know, make beer, whatever you want. Like, well, it's a celebration. It's not about being showy and, you know.
But okay, so what do you say to like, let's say for example, Haley comes to you and she's like, Mom, I'm going to get married. I want a wedding and I'm going to start charging our family.
No.
And she's like, but Mom, I want this wedding and this is the only way I'm going to get it.
I would make sure to tell everybody that was not what I agreed upon. Like, this is what she wanted.
Don't associate me with this.
Yeah. And first of all, as a mom, I would try my best that she doesn't have to do that. Like, what do you need for me to pay for? Or let's sit down and talk about what
you would definitely talk her out of it.
Absolutely. I'd be like, you know what? You would cause fights. This would cause, you know? And I think especially like culturally in the Asian community, people would just drop dead. Right?
I would just be like, oh my God, like this is insane. So,
and would you attend? I would not go.
No, I would just find a reason not to go. Yeah. I mean, like you can, you know, you guys do whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah.
But I think as guest, right, you then would just decline.
Yeah. Who in their right mind does that though? It's wild.
Well,
and who in the right mind goes and pays for it? You know,
some people like, for example, $50. Okay, fine. I'll pay the $50.
No, I mean, pay $50.
But I think again, back to that article, they were like $50. What's $50? Because like some people are just like $50. That's not going to break you.
But for this person who was a college student, struggling.
But her parents were willing to pay for it.
But I think she didn't want to go because then it just is the principle behind it.
Yeah,
right?
that's the point, right? It's the whole idea that this is okay. Yeah. It's not. But again, damn, we need to get people who are on the other side, because some people think that that's just not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you a good example. If Irene told us that Alina's getting married and Alina needs $50 for us to attend, I'd just pay it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would just pay it.
But that's Irene. Irene is like, she has good intentions. She's a kind person. But if it's like somebody that's like, hey, I need you to pay $50 if you want to go.
Yes.
It's like, no. I would do it for certain people. That's the thing. I would do it for certain people. Like, I would do it for Irene. I would do it for you. But if it's like just some rando or someone that I hardly know.
Definitely not.
Yeah, like, fuck you. Like, right?
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is a noticeable trend. It is still a niche, but charging guests to attend weddings or related events. It stems from financial realities and evolving expectations, but it also stirs intense criticism when perceived exploitive or impersonal. And I think that's where you're going, is it does feel like they're exploiting you, and it's very impersonal. To your point that, it's just, it's a horrible trend. Yeah. I hope it doesn't take off.
And even like just going to a wedding and having it a cash bar, like, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, for example, with Vanessa's debut, we had a cash bar. We subsidized the first X amount of dollars. And then once that was done, which, to no surprise, it was totally done in like before even the reception happened. But it was like, to me, it was like an 18th birthday party. Yeah. At my wedding, it was pretty much all taken care of. So I think that there's other ways of being able to adjust based on the event. Yeah. But yeah, to me now going forward, alcohol's expensive. I don't expect it to be taken care of.
Right. It's always just been it's a plus if it's an open bar.
Oh, of course.
But I would also make it clear to the guests, like, there will be alcohol, but it's a cash bar.
Yes, so they are aware of coming. But I think more and more it's acceptable, because we all understand it is expensive. But to your point, I think I have to pay to attend your wedding. Yeah. It just seems...
I guess it's just the way that it's worded, right? You pay for your own drinks, which is fine. But then to pay to attend or to pay for my own food is not okay. Yeah.
So I guess if I charged you guys to come to Vanessa's debut,
absolutely not.
It would have been like, and same thing. But I think, again, it goes back to exactly what you're saying. If like, that was kind of a big question mark for us too, is if we're going to throw this and this is how we want it, we should be able to fund it. Yeah. And if we can't fund it, then we would just not do it.
You absolutely will not ask people to fund it for
like it just wouldn't have happened, right? Or it would have been done at a much lower scale, and we would have said, hey, we'll celebrate your birthday, but it'll look like this. So within the means that we have. But it would just not.
It's that simple, right?
Yeah, you would think so, Liza. You would think. But this is, like I said, it's kind of like it's starting to get some headway on this. So it'll be interesting to see where things are at like 5 years down the road.
Just, if you want me to go to your wedding, I would not pay. Just for everyone out there. Don't ask me to pay.
Well,
unless you're Irene.
But you know what? I do think that a lot of this is because what people see in social media. Yeah. It gets what people expect for a wedding is unrealistic.
Yeah. And who is it? Like I said, who is it really for? Like, is it
for you or is it for social media?
Yeah. Right. Is it for the clout? Like, oh wow, she's having a flashy wedding, but oh wow, she made people pay for it.
Well, you're not going to announce that on social media.
Yeah, right. But I'm sure people who attend it will.
Oh, yeah. No, I just that hopefully that trend.
Well, going back to you, if Vanessa said that that's what she was planning on doing, what would you say to her? Are you fucking crazy?
I'm like, are you like, who told you this was okay? Like, that is so embarrassing, Violet.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I would tell her.
Like,
that
I saw on the internet.
I don't care. We're not charging your aunts and uncles to come to this wedding. Are you insane?
Yeah.
Like, no, I would strongly, I mean, obviously she'll do whatever she wants, to your point, yeah. Right? But I would strongly, like, I would have a talking to her and I would be really upset.
Yeah. And my name would not be on there. I would be like, just so you guys know, I was not okay with this.
Like, I would be really upset and me and her would have words.
Yeah.
Because this would be very unacceptable for me. Right. Like, how would you? And it would be okay. Like, hey, in lieu of gifts, if you wanted to go ahead and do this. But even then, to me, I always look at gifts as optional. Right. Like, so for me, I didn't like, especially when I was getting married, my destination was wedding. I did not expect any gifts because it was like, you are already spending your time and your money out there. That just didn't even cross our minds. Yeah. But gifts again is just optional as well. So to me, I mean, it's great and it's appreciated, but I wouldn't necessarily
expect it.
Yeah.
Or demand it.
Or demand it. Yeah. Right. Like, I wouldn't demand it. That's for sure. But at the end of the day, me and her would really have words. That would be unacceptable for me.
Yeah. Agreed. It's just, it's wild.
It's starting to be a trend now. And it's a normal, but that's like a lot of things.